You want to know what actually helped me to manifest? It is not affirmations, it is not visualization, it is not assumption, and this was nothing what they teach. Do you really want to know what actually helped me? Yes. What helped me is to become emotionally numb, and I didn't have emotions at all. I wasn't care about nothing. Nothing. You know what? I've started to see more and more about manifestation teachings. Most of the time, when a spiritual teacher explains a technique, they are not actually describing any universal mechanism that controls reality. What they are doing, what they are really doing, is describing a state they were in when things shifted for them. This is the state of conviction. A state where something internally clicked, where there was certainly focus, emotional alignment, vibrational alignment, and from that place, their life started to be different. And when they experienced it, they tried to explain it, but what they're actually explaining with their words, their steps, their method, what they're describing and what they're doing is transmitting. The transmitting is not the method, not the method itself, but it's actually the memory of their state. This is what they're actually saying to you. Did you get it? And this is when something very important gets lost. People who learn from these teachings don't receive the state directly. They receive only the structure because they are following rules. Like your whole life, you're following rules. You don't know the meaning or the state behind of the rules of the spiritual teachings. So you think, if I repeat this, if I visualize like this, and you try to follow their steps, what you're actually missing what you're missing is the original state of the condition that made that technique meaningful. You are missing that technique, and that technique is the conviction behind it. Because a technique without conviction is just a repetition, and a technique inside the conviction is expressions. And those two are two completely different things. This is why different teachers, speaking from their own internal experiences of certainty, this is why they think they're right. One person discovers conviction through visualization. Another person discovers conviction through affirmations. And another one maybe from the law of assumptions. There is so many people, so many spiritual people out there, then trying to convince you that their teaching is correct and you must follow it. But this is something that you need to understand. They believed that method. They believe that method is working because it worked for them, but it worked for them because the conviction, the state of their mind. That's why they're trying to put it in words, in methods, in teachings, because they believe they are right. You must understand that, because they're trying to teach you something that actually it will come from within you. You cannot. They're giving you some pointers, some structures, but if the internal inside of you, the conviction that you have about that specific method, then you will succeed. If you don't, you will not. You will be constantly on loop. You will be in repetition, doing the same things every single day, and you will not see results. You cannot replicate the outer behavior. It has to be entered internally. This is what I say to you. You must to enter it. You enter it from inside of you. Every single person is different. Everything you need to find is inside of you. You want to know what actually helped me to manifest? It is not affirmations, it is not visualization, it is not assumption, and this was nothing what they teach. Do you really want to know what actually helped me? Yes. What helped me is to become emotionally numb, and I didn't have emotions at all. I wasn't care about nothing. Nothing. I wasn't positive. I was in fucking depression. I wasn't negative. I was so fucking neutral. I didn't care. I didn't care about anything. I was doing everything based on my mind, based on whatever ideas I had in my mind. This is me. No affirmations, no visualizations, no gratitude, nothing. Nothing, absolutely nothing. You want me to teach you? I can teach you. But you need to follow what is inside of you. You need to understand what is the state, the conviction inside of you, that it will help you create and manifest whatever you want. Remember, if you're doing the techniques but without the original state, without the conviction, you start wondering why it doesn't work for weeks, months, even years. Why it doesn't work for you, and you give up on the idea of the law of attraction. You give up the idea of manifestation, and this is very sadly because they're leading you into nowhere. They are stalling you. They are stalling your manifestation. And you follow them. And you listen to them every day, and you say, oh, this is perfect, and I never heard this before, blah blah blah, I'm gonna do it. And you are having questions, why it doesn't work for me, tell me what I'm doing wrong, and I want to enter that, I want to do it also. But they're describing their conviction, their state of their where they was when they're having that conviction, the state, the vibration. It's not only doing the manifestation techniques or the vibrational alignment with the universe or not feeling nothing or no, stop and respect yourself. Respect yourself, because you are the one losing. The spiritual teachings out there, they're winning because you give them views, you give them followers, you give them money. Yes, this is my goal also, but not giving you false informations. You need to start understanding from the beginning. That's why I'm a spiritual healer. I'm not here to heal you what your soul has been trying to show you. I'm also here to spread the correct meanings behind every decision, every method, every teachings. There is simple steps, and no, the only thing you need to understand is listen to your soul, listen to you. You came here alone. You came here alone. You are the creator. As I'm the creator of my life, so are you. You need to understand that. Because it's a shame and it's very sad to stay in loop for years and nothing works for you, and you're wondering why it doesn't work for you, and you start give up on the idea of manifestation. And this is truly, truly sad. It's about respecting and listening to your soul, and it will lead you to where you want to be. So start creating, start listening to your own voice, because if you start doing the techniques but without the original state, what the spiritual teacher tells you, you will start wondering why it doesn't work for you. And this connects very deeply also about the spiritual teachers out there and all the people they're saying about synchronicities too, because synchronicities are also not just messages from the universe or from God. Synchronicities is the interpretation of the thought, of the state of their mind. Because spiritual awakening people, they're trying to explain to you, and so some of them, and some of people, they are not spiritual awakening, they are just copying other people, so they don't know what they're talking, they're just repeating the same patterns. You need to understand who is the true teacher and who is the false one. Stop listening to everyone that coming in the internet and say to you this and this and this, things that you already heard, things that you already know. By now, if you start looking for different teachers, it means that they're not serving you something meaningful, and they are not teaching you something that you can achieve, and you are stuck in a loop. And if this video finds you, and if you are watching me right now, I'm not telling you to follow me, I'm not telling you to subscribe, I'm just telling you to understand what I'm saying, and you will realize what you were doing wrong so long. You follow the wrong teachings because they keep you in the wrong state of mind, because you're looking for an external proof. You don't listen to you. Your internal proof is the number one validation that everything that you want is coming. And now I'm not talking about the outside. I'm not talking about the science or the numbers or the birds or the trees. I've seen so many bullshit in the internet, man, and it's like, what the fuck is going on? They're killing manifestation, they're killing spiritual awakening, they're killing the vibration that us collective people, we try to raise the vibration of the earth. And they're killing it because they want to be famous and don't know what the fuck are they doing, what they are telling. This is something disturbing, and that's why I started to make videos. and not because I want followers. And I started telling the truth. I started telling what is really happening. And people, they're hypnotized on false teachings. And that is very, very, very sad. When someone is in a certain state of expansion, and you're doing the patterns differently, it will feel connected with your soul. You will feel it inside of you, not outside of you, with signs and synchronicities and numerology and everything. It will feel connected inside of you. I'm giving you the structure because I cannot tell you the state. I cannot describe the state. You will feel it. It's something pure. It's something bright. It's something, I don't know how to explain it. It needs to come from within you. Don't look for outside other than the internal inside of you. Inside of you is all the answers that you will have. So whatever is the technique or the synchronicities that they teach you, you will not have whatever you want. You will not. The external thing is not the source. It is being filtered through a state of conviction or lack of it. And then the mind builds meaning behind it. So you are basing, you are wanting from outside the external things, that you think that all of the external thing is the source of everything. And this is wrong, because it's not. You need to find the internal, and then the state of mind will come. Then the synchronicities, you will not notice them. They were always there. You will not see them. They were always there. You will know that this is the correct way. You don't need numbers. You don't need astrology. You don't need this. You don't need that. Because every time you are doing something that is outside of you, you lack of it. When you're doing something internal of you, you convict. You have the conviction of it inside of you. This is why teachers, they truly believe in what they're trying to teach you, because not that the method is objecting the mechanism of reality, but because their method becomes the doorway through which they enter the state where things started aligned for them. So please understand that you are following structures. You are not following the state. You are not following the conviction, because it worked for them. Maybe for you it will not work. So you need to look inside of you to find the correct way to have that state, to have that conviction. Maybe you will say, if I close my eyes, if I lay down for 30 minutes and I put my alarm in 30 minutes and I close my eyes and relax in the bed, just not thinking nothing, and you have the conviction that this is the way for you to manifest, then you will succeed. It's simple. Conviction leads you to the state and into your manifestations. When you're trying when you're trying to copy the methods, the scriptures, the structure, you don't get the internal experience. So you assume immediately that something is missing from your techniques or something you're doing wrong, when in reality what is missing is the state behind of it. Again, you need to have the conviction, to have the state, and from the state, your vibration, your alignment, will everything connect, and that thing, that method, that structure will work for you. And you will have also, you will have your doorway to open it, and you will enter the state, and you will manifest anything that you want. You will constantly look for other techniques. I know a lot of you out there, it's like I said before, when a teacher teaches you something and you don't see results, you immediately go to a different one. You follow their own people. You're following outside of you. You're following teachers outside of you. And I'm not talking about me. I don't want you to follow me. I don't want you to subscribe. I just want you to know the truth, because your internal state, you as a person, you are the creator. This world, you are the creator. You cannot take teachings, you cannot take methods from other people, because their methods work for them. Maybe they will not work for you. Again, I was having the state, I was having inside me the conviction without even knowing, when I was emotionless. I didn't care about anything or anyone. It was simple like that. I had the conviction inside of me that I didn't care about anything. I manifested jobs, I manifested cars, I manifested house, I manifested relationship, my relationship, only one relationship. I manifest money. I was so... Did you hear the siren? That is a fucking confirmation right there. This is not a sign, because I know inside of me that I have the conviction, and this is a sign for me, not for you. It's a sign for me that I need to enter again that state, and I will do it. I'll do it every single day. I don't care about what others are telling me. I don't care about you. I don't care about my mother. I don't care about my relationship. I don't care about nothing what you think about me, because I know who I am. Do you? Do you know who you are? It's time for you to realize and start looking for answers. And if you start looking outside of you, and if you continue looking outside of you, proof and validations, you will be stuck forever until you die. Sorry, but when you see like this, everything starts to simplify. Everything, the synchronicities, the state, the methods, everything are not distractions. They are not instructions. They are not the power. They are not the source that everything that you want will come. Teachers are not authorities over reality. Got it? Because you are thinking that they have the authority to change your reality, but actually the only one who can teach you to change your reality and has the authority to change your reality is you. Nothing else. Nothing, absolutely nothing. Spiritual teachers, they are just people describing their own experiences, their own experienced state of conviction, and translating it into languages and methods. That's it. That's all. The techniques is more like structures, right? That helps the mind enter and center a certain power. A state is when you are less scattered and more aligned with your own internal idea. This is what I was saying. This is what I'm gonna repeat. Everything that inside of you, the internal state of the conviction, what it will help you, the conviction, you will realize it, is going to be yours. Nobody else is gonna tell you. You need to realize and understand it very, very correct. Please. You are following the teachers, you are following everybody that is teaching spiritual awakening, manifestation and everything. And most of them, they are not awakened. They are just copying other people. Just saying. And you're doing the techniques, and you have and everything that they're teaching you to do. You have experienced a shift while doing it, and you assume this is what is going to happen, this is happening. So the power gets placed into a method instead of the internal state what the method created, and now the dependency started to begin, because you started to depend of what the outside of you is teaching you, what the teacher is teaching you, not to expand the feeling that you do affirmations every day, right? And you're feeling a shift, you're feeling a positive feeling. The next day you're doing the same. And this is what you learn about some teachers, and you're watching their videos to see what is the next move. And you start looking outside of you, how to feel it, and that spark is disappearing because it was on your internal inside of you. It's not their teachings. They're teaching you, yes, but they are not authorities of your reality. You need to realize that, because you will stay stuck in a loop. The shift is happening inside of you, not inside the method, not inside the teaching, not inside the structure. It's the method. All of this is just the trigger, or the container. You just unlock the box. So stop listening to more teachings, and if it doesn't work for you, because you're looking outside of you and you're not looking internal of you, you don't look inside of you, because the entire structure, technique, science, teachings, method is not actually separate systems. There are all different ways the mind tries to organize experience based on the current level of internal stability. You need to have the conviction, you have to have the stability, you have to have everything based on inside of you. When stability is low, you need more external structure. This is what you're doing. When stability increases, you rely on lessons, structures, methods. And when stability is high enough, structure becomes optional rather than necessary. Realize that and respect yourself. That's all I'm gonna say. Notice the state that you are operating before you do something. Because what usually happens is conviction is there for a moment, and then it gets interrupted by a sign, by a teaching, by a different method. The one day is like this, the next day you must do this, and they are wrong. But someone else's opinion about what works is not your reality. It's not your reality. You have to understand that. And every time that interpretation happens every time you interpreted something that that teacher is teaching me something and it's correct, because you have this, the spark is coming inside of you. It's correct, I'm gonna watch more and I'm gonna follow him, and you are looking for outside. You're looking from validation and proof from outside of you, not inside of you. You don't look inside of you to expand that feeling that you are having. You don't realize that your heart and your brain are connected and you can manifest whatever you want. And every time you are in the state, you leave your directions to check your I forgot. Wait, not I forgot it's here, but I want to explain it correctly. And it's like this: when every time when an interpretation is happening, you step out of your own state, so your own inner state. You go out, you leave your reactions to check your directions. Did you get it? You are leaving your reaction inside of you to check your direction, to listen to what else that your spiritual teacher will say. And when you're doing that, you lose your awareness. Again, you go back to zero. So you need to repeat in different methods. You're doing again the same things. And again, you're following your directions. You're following directions because you think that the teachers are authorities of your reality. But actually your reality is yours. They are responsible for their realities. You are responsible for your own reality. Again, I'm gonna say it again. Spiritual teachers are nothing but people describing their own experience based on their state of conviction when they were entering, having some specific methods, and they're translating it in languages, in structures, in methods, in words, in homework, just to convince you to, but you are following the teacher and you are not following the internal. I'm Elizabeth Matebo and I'm with the Soulful Chronicles channel. I hope I help a little bit today. This is the truth and I want to take it out. Thank you for being here. If you have a question, please leave it below in the comments, and I will see you next time. Namaste.